Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Coach Percy. If this is your first time to this channel, I make faith and fitness content. I put them together and pretty much I just let God lead me in the direction that He wants me to go. And I just come on here and I just talk to you guys, honestly. In Romans 8:28, it says, God works all things together for good. In John 9, it talks about a man who was blind his whole life. Jesus said that this had happened so God could be revealed through him. A lot of times we go through these circumstances because God is revealing himself to us. He uses mud and he tells him to go wash off the mud. It's a process. Before the blind man can see, he has to what? He has to move first. Again, God uses all things. Not just the pain, not just the bad, not just the good, not just the ugly, not just the frustration. He uses all things. You have to have a heart that is focused on Him, because when we focus on the things that we're going through in life, the devil will try to tell us lies about our circumstances. And this is where the devil will try to win. You ever go through a certain season and you notice you start to have these thoughts? You start to have these negative thoughts. You don't know where they came from, but it's negative thought after negative thought. The devil is gonna try to lie to you, right? Now we're gonna talk about why this message holds so much weight on my heart. About 4 or 5 years ago, I was injured on the job. What I'm doing right now, I was not supposed to be doing. If you ask somebody 4 or 5 years ago, if you thought that Vince would be working out, if you thought that I would be in this position right now, that I would be a fitness coach, you'd probably be like, nah, he's gonna need help getting out of bed. He's been working in a factory. And the thing that we're making is almost the size of an engine. So I can't lift this by myself. My coworker can't help me lift it. It's that heavy. And it was Monday morning. I clock in and this is the first machine we're moving to put into the box. So as we're lifting it up, I started to notice it started shifting by itself. So all of a sudden this crane is coming down, flying 90 degrees from the top of, you guys could imagine how high the ceiling was in this factory. You have to think about that. It's very high. So the fact that this is dropping, flying towards me, I was supposed to be dead. So now it comes, boom. I get hit right here. I get hit lower in my spine. I was in a lot of pain, struck me like 3 times. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what had happened. All I know is I was okay in that moment. So I go home, I lay down, and as I'm laying down in my bed, I'm experiencing more pain. It feels like a rock is pushing deeper and deeper into my spine. I'm trying to sleep, but I can't. So I say, you know what, let me go to the doctor. I go to the doctor tells me, listen, you have bulging disc, you have herniated disc, all the way from the top, all the way down to the bottom of your spine. The doctor had told me, he said, listen, you're lucky to be alive. I said, what do you mean? He said, listen, where that machine came down, when that crane had snapped and it hit your spine, yes, you have bulging disc and herniated disc all the way up to the top of your spine. But listen, do you understand? It was this close. You were this close to dying. And at the time, I didn't understand what he meant. Even though I'm technically healed or I'm able to do certain things in the gym, I'm not all the way healed. I still have the damage. I live like this. But because I started going to the gym, I've helped myself, because the doctors could only do so much. Now, as you guys can see, the gap is this much of a gap. This is how close I came to death. I didn't understand why at the time. I didn't understand why I was put in this situation, but I was thanking God that I was still alive. And that's when I came up with the mindset of, my story isn't over yet. I don't know if you guys have been through a situation and it just looked like you were gonna be there forever. In that moment, that is where endurance is built. That is where you have the opportunity to grow your faith. So I had to tell myself over and over through that whole circumstance that my story was not over yet. So now there's days that go by. Some days I'm collapsing on the floor. I don't understand why. I could barely even get out of bed. I had to take crazy medication consistently, muscle relaxers consistently, because it was that much pain. And even the muscle relaxers did not help the pain. So, you know, this is what got me into fitness. I went to this doctor and he told me, listen, I can only do so much, but you have to help yourself heal. You gotta start working out. You gotta start doing something. And I know in your mind right now, you're kind of at that point where it's like starting to become hopeless, because everything outside of you looks like it's gonna be like this forever. But listen, you have to shift your mindset internally before you start to see it externally. And I remember coming back from the gym and just being in pain. I would just lay down on the bed, just sitting in pain for months and months and months. So because I have muscle now helping the spine, I don't have as much pain. The season I was in, what the devil was trying to use for his gain, God showed me that this was an opportunity. This was an opportunity to become stronger. This is an opportunity to grow your faith. Whoever's going through something right now, whoever's trying to understand the season that they are in right, it's not gonna always look like what it looks like right now. Your story is not over yet. Everything that you're going through, the situation, this is a part of the story. This is a part of the story. Just keep going, just keep pushing. I had to realize that everything that I was going through, in the moment that I was going through it, I thought it was a test. But then when I came out of it, I realized that it was my testimony. I'm talking to somebody. This season that you're going through is not your test. It's gonna be your testimony one day. I know it seems hard. I know you feel like you're defeated, but listen, in Romans 8:28, it says, God works all things for good. So everything that you're going through right now, I know it doesn't make sense, but you have to remember who's on your side. When you realize that, you realize that you are undefeated. People were looking at this man like something was wrong with him because he was blind. But in John 9, it says, Jesus said, this happened so God could be revealed through him. So everything that you're going through right now, God will use what you think broke you to build you. Everything that you're going through, it has purpose. It's gonna get better if you put your faith in God. Jesus didn't just heal him instantly in a normal way. He could have just been like, hey, you're healed. You can see now. He doesn't use that process. Jesus made mud and he told him to go wash it off his face. The part that had hit me was the man had to move before he could see. If you guys didn't get anything from this word, I want you guys to meditate on that right there. The man had to move before he could even see. So everything that you're going through right now, God is saying, before you make it through the situation that doesn't look like it's working in your favor, you have to believe it before you can see it. You have to have crazy faith before you can see it, guys. When Jesus heals him, the people around him don't even recognize him. So everything that you're going through right now, people are not gonna recognize you when it's done. They're gonna say, how did that happen to him? And that's why I asked you guys earlier in the video, I said, if you asked somebody 4 or 5 years ago, if they thought Percy would be a fitness coach, if they thought Percy would be active in the gym doing muscle ups, they would probably say no. So where I am right now, it doesn't make sense, but because I put my faith in God. For anybody watching this video right now, for anybody that's going through something that doesn't make sense, hold on, y'all. I'm going preacher mode now. I'm going preacher mode. Faith is the substance. Hebrews 11:1, it says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. We're convinced, even though we don't see it yet. So it's a type of confidence when you know God is working in your favor. Because I've seen what he's done for me. I know he can do the same for you. I'm Coach Percy. I make faith and fitness content, and I put it together, and I let God lead. I will catch you guys in the next video. I hope this video finds you in divine timing. Trust God. Trust God. This season that you're going through, it's not going to always look like what it looks like right now. But your job is just to have faith. Your job is just to keep believing and keep trusting God. That's all you got to do. Let him handle the rest. Not you handle it. Let him handle it. I will catch you guys in the next video.